Happy summer, everyone. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, the shares, and of course the subscribes. Because of you and only you, we've made it to 10 subscribes together. So thank you. That's validation to me that what you see here is something that you value, and it encourages me to continue making quality content just for you. We're doing things a little different now. In this reading, you will see 2 weeks displayed. So if you're in a place to receive, here is your insight for the upcoming 2 weeks. Welcome, parents of Capricorn children. This is your reading for June 24th through the 30th and July 1st through the 6th. It's a lot of dates to remember. So we have 2 weeks that we're covering. Separate weeks. It's not to get them confused, although they may kind of be connected. So for this upcoming week, your Capricorn child is the scarab in reverse. So we'll flip that over so you can read it. It speaks to regeneration. And the fact that it's in reverse is telling me that it's not so much that your child isn't regenerating, but it's internalized. On top of that, they have the kyanite card, very pretty, and I guess it's the stitchite, yeah, stitchite in serpentine. That card is in reverse. So it's beautiful because your child is like meditating or thinking about mulling over something that they've observed in life, a truth, and they're just kind of getting it into their system and working with it. And this applies to children of all ages, from infants to adulthood. Also, the stitchite and serpentine speaks of clear meditation and clarity. But because it's in reverse, they're not sitting still. So this confirms that there is an internal thing because it refers to intuition. So they're paying attention to something deep on the inside. And it's not that they're ignoring it, but it's like it's sitting in the back of their mind, but they're still being active. It's like, I know I'm supposed to sit still and I'm working on this thing, but it either, as Capricorns are, it's a working learning where they're active while they, internally like meditate on things. It could possibly be a rejection or a rebellion of the fact that they know that they need to sit down and kind of think about something. So it can go both ways. How you can help, and ironically, your situation mirrors what they're going through. This card a lot of times is like the window between your world and the child's. And you right now, you have the to the sea and round in reverse. So that's what they look like in the upright. And there's, if you can feel it, if you're intuitive in that way, there's more of a movement when the cards are in this position. When you flip them over, it's like nothing's going anywhere and you're stuck, and that's essentially what's happening for you. That in regards to the out to sea, it's like something is blocked, but the round card says that you have a role in playing that. So maybe you miscalculated, you misthought something in your professional world where you need to get your hands out of it, get your hands off of it, stop meddling in something that really you two need to take a step back on. But it's something is blocked. Your progress is blocked, and somehow you've miscalculated. In regards to how you can help your child, it may also be you need to stop focusing externally and, deny what other things have been keeping your attention from giving your child the attention that they need in regards to telling them, you know, hey, maybe you need to revisit this thing. Maybe you need to take some more time mulling over this decision. That very well could be as well. In addition, you are encouraged with the solution is the first step. It says breaking down this problem into tiny pieces makes it easy to take the first step. There could be, obviously there's a blockage. It could be some confusion involved where it's just like, well, I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know how to move forward. But the best thing that you can do is to pause, assess where you are, and ask yourself, what is the first step that you can take? And you don't trust yourself. There's something that, like, and you have the trust card at a horizontal. You can trust the people around you. They are earth angels sent to give you the guidance you seek. You're not trusting something, but most importantly, I don't think you're trusting yourself. I could be wrong. But I think this is more of an internalized lack of trust than anything else. But be encouraged that you are healthy. You know, in all of this, you probably are making some health changes, or more importantly, you're being mindful that something in your health needs to change. Whether you need to, drink more water, get on a better health supplement, reach out to me. I have a solution or that you may be interested in. But your health is at the forefront, the center of kind of alleviating these things. You've neglected it and in the past, and you're coming into something where you're starting to value that, which is great. So that is for the 24th through the 30th of June. Now moving into next week, we still got this energy going on from the week before. Progressively, your child is, okay, I got it. I'm starting to focus now, and they're starting to see some things. Whether see things that weren't there before or see things past what is in existence, because they have the night vision of the owl. So the puma speaks of power, desire, love, healing. The owl speaks of darkness. I'll do one at a time. And liberation. So, of course, your child is being liberated. Your child is like, I'm not going to sit still for too long. I'm going to go out and do something. But they also need to be careful that they don't miss things, because this is what the amethyst in reverse is saying. Hopefully you were able to read those. So there's that one. Pause and read. And there's the owl. Pause and read. Okay. Both of those are in the upright, so that's good. They're not internalizing anything. They're moving forward and being outward and proactive and progressive. Like I said, the amethyst is coupled with the malachite card. Very, very pretty. Very pretty secondary colors. One is more like actionary. Give me one moment. So this speaks of like a spirituality, a positive transformation, a meditation. They're still asked to sit still, but they're not going to. Not a bad thing, but you can help and encourage them to do so that they can get the full benefit of what this week has to offer for them. But the good news is that there's a healing, there's a change, there's an insight, and both of these cards, coincide. It's cute that those colors even match, if you can see that. Okay. Now be mindful, because as much as your child is having like the insight, they could be moved because they won't sit still. They're moving so fast that they're going to miss things. You know, owls can see in the dark, but if they're hyper focused, they can miss something that was right on their radar. So that's just something to consider. You have the imagine in reverse, which is not a bad thing. And give me one moment. it's just for you, things are at a standstill, and that's perfectly fine. But this kind of goes into the thinking that you had last week, where, you know, something is blocked. You're kind of responsible for it and need to get out of your way. And however you've thought about something, you've created an illusion that is not accurate. Something that you viewed in your work environment, in your home business, or whatever it is that you may be doing, whatever project that you're working on, business in your business sector, you've overstepped something, you've overlooked something. And it's funny that what's going on with you is coinciding with what's happening with your Capricorn child. So how you can help your child is be aware of things. I don't know what this pertains to, but it's like illusion, something that you're thinking that something is one thing, but you're like you're blind to the truth of what's really happening. And it's not like a bad caution, it's just advising you to consider, to be mindful of this. Maybe you had an expectation, and you're so stuck on that expectation that you have lost sight of what you really needed to focus on. That's possible. You have again, this is like your card, the balance, work, life, rest, and play. It's important for you to have fun along with fulfilling your responsibilities. And you have the emotional healing. It's safe for you to let go of old emotional pain. By doing so, you allow your heart to mend. Maybe you're not ready to let something go. You're not ready for something. You're not ready to receive or accept something. And that also could be your hindrance, your lack of trust. Internally, you are at the source of what you're experiencing. And the fact that this card is in reverse, you're aware that you need to balance your life more, but I think you feel like you have to do this. You have to keep this cycle going in order for things to happen. And that kind of hamster wheel hyper focus is what's doing you in on the progress that you could truly have if you would allow yourself to take a step back and kind of have an overview of what you should do moving forward. You're not feeling successful. You are successful. But to me, this is confirming that something is hindering this. Perhaps you are getting in your own way. Let's see if we can move these down. Let's do that. There we go. You got 2 cards. See that? And you also are powerful. So you're capable of getting things done. And see that? It even says in there, I am capable of success. Ah, there you go. Capable of success. So you know that you have the power and the potential to do it. It's just being willing, and are you willing to get out of your own way to accomplish this? To me, it feels like it's a piecemeal message that whoever this is for, I'm hitting on the right points, and only you have the connecting dots that ties it all together and makes sense. But I think I provided enough of an overview that you can do that and that it does make sense. So for whoever this reading is for, consider this moving forward so that you may have a better month as you enter into July. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next month.